Well, the owner calls his business the #1 pet store in the entire country.
Now, he's the owner of Petland in Kennesaw, and even though the store racks up record sales year after year, a hidden camera Fox 5 I-Team investigation raises some questions about whether customers are getting the truth about the pets that they're buying.
Oh, Fox 5 I-Team reporter Randy Travis returns now with the latest in his investigation. Randy?
That's right, Russ. And today, Petland's owner says his sales staff is paid on commission. They've got a clear incentive to work hard and make lots of sales. But we found sometimes they simply don't know what they're talking about. When we paid a hidden camera visit to the Kennesaw Petland, it was obvious. The store devotes a large chunk of its business selling lots and lots of puppies.
Oh my gosh, look at that one!
Not just any puppy, puppies with designer names.
And it's a Cavapoo.
Cavapoo.
Yeah, so it's a Cavalier and poodle.
It's the Pomeranian-Chihuahua mix.
It's a Walrus. Sharpei and hound.
So many mixes up for sale, you might think you get these dogs at mixed breed prices. Keep dreaming.
He was $4 grand.
He was $4 grand just to come out the door?
Just to get him. I set up a payment plan.
A payment plan. Our undercover producers heard all about that payment plan.
I got the approvals that I could get approved for that whole amount, no money down, baby goes home the same day.
Read the paperwork Kacie Crowley got. In-house financing at nearly 30% annual interest, but little or no money down. That's how KSU student Charnel Smith decided she could afford $3,600 for her Yorkie poo, which a vet diagnosed with pneumonia soon after Miko got home. Charnel wasn't counting on thousands of dollars in vet bills.
You regret buying a dog from them?
I love my dog. I regret, the price, because like the whole price thing's I felt kind of ripped off.
The Humane Society of the United States accuses Petland of Kennesaw of getting many of its puppies from out-of-state puppy mills. Company owner Brad Parker says he personally visited those breeders and says they meet all government standards. Earlier this year, an anti-pet store group, Paws for a Cause, took these pictures of an 18-wheeler at the Kennesaw Petland, dropping off a shipment of puppies.
We are allowing pets to come into this state hundreds at a time from out-of-state vendors who are breeding puppies inhumanely, and yet we have a pet overpopulation crisis here in Georgia.
Petland Kennesaw's website boasts awards for the highest sales among all franchises in the country. It's a family-owned operation, in business for 15 years. They promise a 1-year warranty for hereditary and congenital health issues. But what happens when the sales staff says things that just aren't true?
Who's this guy?
One Petland salesperson told us this Cavapoo, a cross between a Cavalier Springer Spaniel and a poodle, would be a perfect fit if we had allergies.
Well, he's hypoallergenic, so he won't shed.
Another salesman told us these cats had the same allergy-free feature. Cats labeled as a teddy bear and a ragamuffin.
Cool thing about the teddy bears is that they're hyperallergenic. So if you have any kind of allergies,
Really?
get it from the cat.
But Petland's owner admitted no one really knows whether a mixed-breed dog or cat offers any such protection for allergy sufferers. Brad Parker declined to go on camera, but said his people should not have made those guarantees. Local veterinarian Clay Phillips agrees.
So is there any cat designer breed that's hypoallergenic?
There may be, not that I'm aware.
But not a teddy bear and not a ragamuffin?
No, no.
Here's something else that could make your eyes water. Petland Kennesaw critics say these may not even be fancy designer cats.
I was flabbergasted to just be standing there listening to somebody telling me who does rescue that is a ragamuffin when I knew it truly wasn't.
Longtime cat rescuer Fran Jackson visited the Kennesaw Petland a few days after we did. She spent much of her career studying cat breeds. She showed us what a real ragamuffin is supposed to look like, one that was recently adopted through the fancy feline rescue of Cobb.
She, again, went out for a $200 adoption fee, fully vetted.
According to her complaint with the Better Business Bureau, Fran says Petland tried to sell her a fake ragamuffin for around $1,500.
Either they don't know their breeds or there's something else going on, I'm not sure.
Petland's owner wouldn't comment on the cat confusion, saying they've never received any customer claims regarding the cats they had for sale. But store critics say they complained about these so-called Bengal cats, which they photographed 6 months ago. According to Fran Jackson's complaint, Petland had a ridiculous sales price of somewhere around $3,000 for this cat.
It was not a Bengal kitten.
Just a plain tabby cat?
Just a plain tabby cat.
You can get one of those at the shelter.
You can get lots of them at the shelter.
Plain tabby cat. Well, on Saturday, Petland hosts a big 14th year anniversary celebration with free food and drink and, quote, the happiest, healthiest animals to play with. That's on their Facebook page. Protesters plan to be there in force as well. Neither side is giving in.
They should give you a lot of free food if they're charging $3,600 for a dog.
A lot of money there, absolutely, Russ. And I think it's negotiable because I've heard from some people say that it was too much and they were able to negotiate the price down. But still, you're negotiating from $3,000 or $4,000 down to $2,000 or $3,000. It's still a ton of money.
Yeah, hopefully you can negotiate that interest rate as well.
I don't know about that.
All right, Randy,
Shelter,
thanks so much.
like you said, and get a good, cheap
sheltered animals are a lot cheaper.
And they need you.
Absolutely.
Well, she was